Hi, I'm Kathy Margolin. I'm the founder of Pacific Herbs, and today I want to talk about safety issues in regards to dietary supplements and herbal products. Herbal safety and effectiveness has definitely been an issue for me since the very inception of Pacific Herbs. I've wanted to find the cleanest, most tested herbs available for my products. In fact, I went to China and Taiwan to personally walk through Chinese herb factories and meet with suppliers to find out firsthand what constitutes safe and tested finished products. And I learned a lot on that trip, and I've learned a lot over the years that I've been a practicing acupuncturist and herbalist and founder of Pacific Herbs. See, we're a wellness company dedicated to bringing the safest, most potent herbal blends to consumers. And one of the first things that most consumers are not aware of is something called a COA, which stands for Certificate of Analysis. Now, COAs are the most important documents when it comes to finished botanical or herbal products, because COAs tell the history, in a sense, of the who, what, where, when, why, and how herbs become a finished product. A COA is a report card of sorts, and this report is boiled down to about one piece of paper for convenience. But it's a definitive report on hundreds of tests that are carried out on a formulation of herbs. Now, a COA tells you where the herbs came from, when the herbs arrived at the factory, what testing was performed, and what the results were, and what finished products the herbs were used to make, and then who signed off on them so that all the safety precautions were met. When COAs are attached to batch numbers on finished products, so in fact you can find a batch number on the back of all of our products, and then we can trace that back to a COA, all the testing results. So for example, if there's ever an adverse event report, a COA is also very important because you can find out where and when the product was manufactured. So this is of the utmost importance for all dietary supplements, because you're consuming them as if they were food, and they can harm your health if they're not properly tested and processed. Now, for you, the consumer, unfortunately, very few companies want to talk about certificates of analysis. Possibly because many manufacturers do not manufacture their own ingredients from raw to finished product, and they simply can't afford the testing equipment and the testing personnel. Testing and tracking botanical ingredients takes time and money, and the bottom line is many supplement companies simply don't have the money to do this. They don't test for pesticide levels, E. coli, bacteria, heavy metals, and a slew of other possible contaminants. Now, our manufacturer, Kaiser Pharmaceutical Company, KPC, does produce certificates of analysis for all their products. Governments like Germany, Japan, and Australia, well, they require COAs to import products into those countries. Unfortunately, the US FDA does not require these, but KPC products are sold in all of the very top countries in the world, like I said, Germany, Japan, Australia, that do require COAs. So if you want to make sure that you're buying a tested and safe herbal product, first of all, buy only from the most reputable manufacturers that disclose whether or not they are using a COA. You can check on your manufacturer's websites, look for lot numbers on the products. For instance, also on the bottom of our products, you'll see lot numbers. And, sometimes the cheaper products simply don't have that. And sometimes the cheaper products are really not the best for your health. So this is just one of many ways you can tell if you're getting safe and tested Chinese herbs or any botanical ingredient. So I hope this was helpful. Check out some of my other videos on packherbs.com for more information and helpful hints and getting the best possible herbal and botanical supplements for your money. Okay? Thanks for watching.